everyone, Morgan here. So today we're going to talk about how to properly store seeds. Alright, so first of all, in general everyday life, like if you buy seeds but you're not going to be using them for a few months, or let's say you're not even going to be using them for a year, or maybe you just don't have plans to use them, right away, the best way to store them would be in their original packaging, unopened, in a cool, dry, dark place. Do not store seeds in the fridge and do not store them in the freezer. Moisture is the enemy of seeds. So do not store them in the freezer or the fridge. And if you have them in there, take them out now. Seeds need to remain dry and they need to remain in a cool place. If you live in a really humid area and you're worried about your seeds, put them inside of a 5-gallon bucket with some sort of silica packet or something that will absorb moisture. And that way you can keep your seeds as dry as possible in their original packets, and you can keep it away from humidity. You can store dry seeds in some sort of paper or even in a Mylar bag. If you prefer to, let's say, put these unopened seeds and put them in a Mylar bag and then seal it up, that could be another way to simply keep it away from that moisture. Now let's talk about long-term storage. How would you store seeds long-term? Now there are some people who will tell you that it's impossible to store seeds long-term. Now I will say the longer seeds are stored, regardless whether they're stored in the most perfect setting or not, they do have a shelf life. And when I say that, I mean, let's say you have a packet of seeds and let's say there's 50 seeds in here. There's more than that, but let's say there are 50 seeds in here and, your germination rate was, 90%. Over time, let's say over a couple years, the germination rate will slowly decline. That's just a reality that we have to come to terms with when it comes to seeds. The germination rate will slowly decline the longer it is stored. But if you do store it in those ideal conditions, the cool, dark, dry places, you could get still a really high yield. It just kind of depends. Vacuum sealing is the most effective way to keep them dry, at least. You could also place a silica packet in there just to make sure that if any moisture does happen again, it's sucking it out. But make sure that it is properly all sealed up and vacuum sealed. Place the seeds in the vacuum sealer and then place it in a cool, dark. I would highly recommend that you source seeds from a reliable source, whatever reliable source that happens to be for you. And source it from the place that you've used before. If you've never used seeds from this particular place, then I would suggest not storing those seeds super long term until you've at least tried to germinate something from them. And just to see if you even like what's being produced from this person, from this place that you are buying the seeds from. And as well, if you save your own seeds, make sure that you're completely drying them out first, of course, and then put them in some sort of paper bag. You could heat seal it if you so desire. I actually buy the bags that have Mylar on the inside and then the paper on the outside. It keeps it dark, as well as I can heat seal it, and then it also has like a little kind of Ziploc up top, so when I do open it I can kind of Ziploc it again. I actually store my seeds currently in that, and I'll put a link down below. So thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today, and don't forget to head to my website to join my newsletter. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.